Chris Marsh. I'm the production manager and the sound engineer for Ed Sheeran. The decision was a very, very difficult decision to make. Moving from doing both production and mixing the audio to just doing production came about at the beginning of this year whilst we were in Australia. And during the course of that tour, Ed was discussing, other things he wanted to do, new projects, new albums, an arena run, a project with a different band. And whilst all those were getting exciting from an audio point of view, it was becoming very challenging from a production point of view. So I decided I had to make a call. I couldn't do both jobs to the best of my ability, so one had to give. And unfortunately, the sound engineering position did have to go. But it was okay in the end, so I gave it to somebody that I trust, and he's taken over and doing a great job. The structure of this tour is quite involved and quite complicated. We have two sets of steel systems that are rotating whilst one's loading out, the other one's traveling. It's a 3-day process to build the steel structures before we roll in with the sound, lights and video. And we do the sound, lights and video in one day. That goes in at 8 o'clock in the morning, and generally everyone's off having dinner by 7 o'clock in the evening, so it's quite a comfortable build. Things have changed recently. It's got slightly more complicated within the production element. Obviously, we do have a new front of house engineer. The band element of the show has evolved. There's now more band songs in the set, and we have some special guests that appear or are appearing more regularly than they used to. So we've actually added a monitor engineer into the equation as well, where before I did it all myself. The band actually require more attention than they used to, particularly with the quick turnover of some of the new songs that we're doing. So there's now a monitor engineer sat next to the front of house engineer out there at front of house. For me, my involvement with all that is trying to keep everything moving all at the same time. So yeah, I never really have a role on the day-to-day basis. My job is to be available at all times, which generally keeps me very busy. I started with Ed 13 years ago now, right when the first single was becoming a hit. And at that point, initially I was brought on because they wanted to have a production element to the show. He was just selling his first headline shows. So I came on to assist with that, but also being a sound engineer and it being a very low budget tour at the time, it was like, I'll wear both hats, so I can do both. So I took on both roles, and it stuck that way for an awfully long time, and just kept going. So initially I was brought on as someone to help them make his performance and his live show evolve from where it originally was. This tour, the Mathematics Tour, has been challenging on so many levels. There really isn't one place to kind of, to put a pin in. Everything about it, the structure itself was a challenge. The cable net system and making something I've never toured before able to tour was a challenge. Then working out how we physically load that cable net structure in order that we maintain the balance of it all as an efficient load and load out process would happen. I would say generally it's the logistics of the whole thing has been the biggest challenge, but also the most rewarding to see come to fruition, to get to the point now where we do load in 4 days, and within 20 hours of the show coming down, we've left the stadium and no one would even know we'd been there. So I think most challenging, most rewarding things have been the logistics of building the show. The addition of people as this tour has evolved, we've now been out 18 months, and we've learned an awful lot of things as we've moved along. The additions, the monitor engineer, separating out the front of house role as a full-time role. We've added some techs that get involved with the stage. We're now educating people within our own infrastructure to be able to do roles above their current stations, so that we're able to deal with sickness, or people needing to pop home or whatever it might be. And it's kind of come not so much about the ability to get the show in and out, more about everyone's comfort in doing so, and kind of increasing the chances of having a successful run. So yeah, we were never in a position where we felt we were necessarily short, but we could make life easier and potentially make things better or more foolproof by adding people.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos just like this.